I'm going to explain why AMC could see some potential gap ups tonight after hours. Going into tomorrow, we're going to cover AMC's chart and then GameStop's chart, what the media is telling us, and then one of the plays I said is going to follow GameStop as well as AMC, and we're also going to include costs somewhere in the mix and talk about the overall market in crypto. So watch until the end of the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll do a little bit of Tesla. Let's get into it. AMC is trading at $5.44, down 0.55% on the day, basically trading sideways in this supply zone that we had drawn out for quite a bit now, that is between $5.70 and $5.35. We tested the top of it back here with this wick, came back down, tested the bottom of it, and AMC is trying to find some price discovery here. Now, we have been tracking this bars pattern up here back during the June run-up, right before the June run-up, but yesterday's video we talked about the potential of it being part of the January run-up. If we take a look at AMC, we hit this bottom down here after the 320-day cycle, and you had this ugly curl up, slight retrace, and then this move right up here. AMC is playing out a very similar bottom right here, this slight curl up, this slight retrace, and then right here you're trading. So if you take a very close look, right here we could be trading, and you could see a potential gap up. Now, this previous gap up went from around $13 to around $15, at least where it bottomed out at, okay? This is if AMC is tracking the January run-up pattern. If it is tracking the June run-up pattern, what you could be seeing right now is us finishing this red cycle, which is where we were talking about, coming up to the top of the range before retracing and retesting nearly the bottom of it, coming up to the top of the range. We didn't get this retraced yet, but this is still potential, okay? So don't dump everything in because there could be a gap up tonight. I just want to point that out there. It's more likely that we see a gap up only because you're seeing a small increase in volume, and if that continues in the right direction, then you could see a move higher on AMC. This is what we're looking at right now. GameStop is trading at $24.48, up 0.12% on the day. Very flat, very little volume. It is a slow start to the week. So do I still see it coming up to $29 to $34? Yes, as long as volume picks up on GameStop. We are tracking back here just to give you a peace of mind and show you where we're at. The beginning starts back here. Green cycle, blue cycle, orange cycle, channel trade, red cycle. Starts back here. Green cycle, blue cycle, orange cycle, channel trade, red cycle, into what you see back here, this move up. Worst case, we're just delayed. Best case, again, GameStop sees a gap up alongside AMC instead of them getting a little laggy. Overall, both of these meme plays are looking pretty good, even though there is little volume. The main thing here on GameStop as well as AMC is Roaring Kitty is silent. He's sitting back and silent, and when he does something, you're gonna see that move, in my opinion. It doesn't leave costs out of the woods, and we're gonna talk about that in 1 minute. But also, this is the first time in history, I believe, that Yahoo Finance has given GameStop a strong buy rating. The media likes to be right, and they may see a strong short squeeze coming, so they are giving GameStop a strong buy rating. Also, AMC news is finally looking pretty good. AMC stock jumps on Despicable Me 4-ticket merch sales. Despicable Me draws $4.2 million to help AMC theaters over holidays, yada yada yada. Very good news on AMC across the board, and articles being written. A lot of times, even when they have good news, you'll see FUD being out there, but again, media likes to be right, except Investor Place. Investor Place is still talking smack about GameStop, basically telling you to sell. 3 gaming stocks to sell in July before they crash and burn, and the top of the list is GameStop. The only reason, basically, they say to sell it is because they've had multiple failed short squeeze attempts. What does that have to do with anything? Okay, I want to talk really quick about Cassava Sciences, ticker symbol SAVA, because this is one of the stocks that we said is entering one of the beginning of the cycles, which also tracks AMC as well as GameStop and costs and some other squeeze plays. Also keep BlackBerry on your list, ticker symbol BB. This is a good time now to let you know, if you're not in the Discord, what are you doing? It's in the description and it's cheap. We called this out, and now you saw over a 19% gain earlier on the day, currently up 17.48% on Cassava Sciences. And yes, we called that out when we were down here. We didn't call it out before a flush down. Called it out very, very recently. Cassava Sciences, if If you see weak volume moves when AMC, GameStop, costs, other meme plays are squeezing, you're going to see it cap out around $13. If you see okay volume moves but not surpassing any historical sort of moves with volume, you're going to see it cap out around $16.50 to $18. And if you see historical volume increase on Cassava Sciences, you're looking for a very strong top anywhere between $32 and $40, which would be over a 250% gain. Keep this one on your list, and I did enter calls. Very risky, complete YOLO play. Just want to also note that. Before we get into costs, thank Tesla in the comments down below. Tesla short sellers lost $5.7 billion in one single week, which is going to bring us into Tesla really quick. I said a break over 554 is going to bring us to 265. What happened? We broke over 564. Clean break after fighting this channel, broke right to 265, and now you're fighting it right here. You can either get another day here in this channel between 254.30 and 265, or you just push straight through tomorrow, seeing this huge body candle right here. You're seeing bulls show a lot of strength. We want volume, follow through, break over 265, and essentially that's bringing you to 280, which we have been calling out for Tesla. Earnings July 23rd, coming right around the corner on Tesla. Costs: extreme buy range, extreme sell range, median range. What happened? We hit the extreme sell range, came back down, median range, it got bought back up, showing higher demand than supply in cost. I think costs under $10 while Roaring Kitty is around and while there's these conspiracy theories is a buy in this median zone, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if he's going to come out and say he bought the whole float, which is going to shoot this thing straight to the moon, or maybe nothing happens and you set a stop down here around 625 and lose a little bit of money, right? Lose about 40% of your cash. Either way, I think it is a well-balanced risk to reward ratio, both risk and reward being extremely high. But cost also doesn't have an options chain, I believe, which just makes things a little bit more interesting. You'd think it'd be the opposite. Now, Fed Chair Jerome Powell says data does not support the greater confidence in inflation path that the Federal Reserve needs to cut rates, which is going to lead us into the market. 556.43, up 0.21%. I called it out yesterday. When you hit the top of the range, expect not necessarily a heavy pullback, not necessarily a heavy gap up, but basically to hug the top of the channel and consolidate at these levels, and that's what you're seeing right now. Still showing extreme strength, but you're seeing volume fade off on the overall market. We could be nearing a time where we get a nice little correction between 2 and 5%. Very quick, a potential pull at least down to 546.50, or even around the bottom of the channel around 543.25. Overall, just watch the SPY. It's kind of tough to trade right now unless you're trading on a larger time frame, weekly or monthly. Now, German government sells 17,000 Bitcoin worth 951 million. It's the largest single day Bitcoin liquidation. What are they doing over here? Bitcoin's being bought up, Bitcoin's being dumped off, and this thing is resilient. Came under 57,000 again, but couldn't open and close under this. As of right now, people do not want to sell their Bitcoin. It gets sold off and it gets bought back up. But once this floor between 50,000 and 56,000, okay, this floor right here, once this gets pulled out and sellers want to come in, you are going to see the floor pulled from under you and Bitcoin flash right down to around 40 grand. Just keep that in mind, especially if the market ends up selling off. I ultimately expect this to be the case, which I'm not worried, and the reason I'm not worried is because I'm just buying more down here. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure if you haven't already, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell for notifications to be on, because we update the market every single day. In the Discord, it's the third link under the video. I post my trades as soon as I take them. We talk stocks and crypto all day long. Best vibes, best people. Whether you're a beginner or advanced trader, this is the place to come join. There are no bad questions. And we have options trading alerts in there, all that good stuff. Very cheap Discord for the value. Also, if you want up to 15 free stocks and earn 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash, use the second link in the description. Open a Moomoo account. It's a free broker, and make a deposit into your account to start earning benefits. They're also giving you level 2 order book data, allowing you to short as a retail trader, trade options, view other exchanges, a customizable earnings calendar, and a ton of other benefits. Lastly, of course, my custom indicator, pattern detection, and forecasting. Add it to your TradingView charts, the top link. I love you all. Lottery socks out.